Good afternoon, friends. Monday afternoon, Memorial Day. Hope everybody's enjoying it. I want to talk to you about something that not so long ago I didn't even want to talk about. That being, come here, buddy. You want to be on YouTube?
Yeah.
You want to see a handsome little guy? Why don't you take a look at this guy right here? Tell him what your name is.
Kyle Michael Van Cleve.
Tell him a little bit about you. What do you like to do?
Play and
You gotta look up there at the camera. The camera's that little thing. See it lit up?
yeah. I like to play and play with my friend.
Keep looking at the camera.
And I play with my friend Brian, and he's so nice to me, and I'm nice to him. And he used to be mean to me a long time ago, but now he's nice to me. And Tim.
Nice. You had a little issue a while back about bullying, didn't you?
Yeah, and this kid Ethan on the bus bullies me. And
Can you speak up a little bit louder and try to look at the camera? Because I'm trying to teach some people some stuff. I need you to help me here.
yeah.
Look up there at that camera and tell them about that.
Bullies are really bad. You should probably beat them up once.
Beat up the bully?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that might work. Was somebody bullying you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he bother you anymore?
Yes.
He's still bullying you. Really?
Yes.
Oh, you haven't told me about that. When's the last time he bullied you?
Like 6 months ago or something.
Oh, well, that's a long time ago. Are you afraid of him?
No.
No. You got to look at the camera, buddy. You're going to be a movie star. You got to look at that camera. You know? Some of my girlfriends out there are really going to think you're a hottie, boy. You think you're a hottie?
Yeah.
Oh, you son of a gun, you. Okay. All right. Well, anyhow, just, you wouldn't be a bully, would you?
No.
Okay, buddy. I love you.
Love you.
All right.
Bye. Mwah.
Ha ha. How about that, ladies? Eat your heart out. It's a young man that I took under my wings. What a wonderful little guy. What I really wanted to talk to you about is diabetes. I've been diabetic for about probably 15 years. Right around 15 years ago, I had to go to the hospital for some reason or another, and the doctor came in the room and said to me, "Hey, Tim, how long you been diabetic?" I said, "I'm not diabetic." He says, "Oh, yeah, you're diabetic. Your sugar's 280. Well, I didn't know too much about what that meant and anything, and at that time I was still drinking alcohol. I immediately slowed down on the alcohol, pretty much quit. Drank a little bit now and then after that, but not a lot. Problem is, I didn't grasp what it meant to have diabetes. I did go and take the courses and things like that, and they put me on pills. And I took the pills, but I wasn't really checking my sugar and doing the things that I was supposed to be doing. Uh, then about 5 years ago, in the middle of July, I got very sick. I got pneumonia. And I went in the hospital and I was there for 2 weeks and nearly died. Direct result of being diabetic and my sugar being out of control. Way out of control. That didn't teach me a lesson. That didn't wake me up. So I went on to this December. December 2014. December 2014, I stepped on a rusty nail. About 3 days after I stepped on that nail, uh, I got a little sore on my foot, no bigger than a pencil eraser, where the nail had poked me. And I thought not too much of it, but I wasn't feeling good. I was getting sick. I woke up a couple of days later, went to the emergency room. They gave me an antibiotic and sent me home. A few days after that, I woke up, stepped on the floor, and I felt like I had stepped on a rotten tomato, excuse me. So I got a towel, put it under my foot, and I stepped on it and I applied a little bit of pressure to it and it exploded. Folks, I don't mean to gross you out. Kyle, go on for a minute. This is real serious. I'll get with you. I don't mean to gross you out, but sploosh, all on that towel and across the bedroom floor. Black blood, yellow, green, red, orange. The ugliest mess I ever seen in my life blew out of the bottom of my foot. I went to the emergency room. This was somewhere around 11 o'clock in the morning. They had me in a room by about 1 o'clock, and the doctor came in. The doctor said, "Mr. McCanna, we have a serious problem." I said, "What is that?" "You have gangrene. It's possibly all the way up to your knee." He says, "We have to do surgery today." He made a little joke about it. Something about it missing his dinner with his wife, whatever. What a kind-hearted soul that doctor is. I had to sign papers saying that I might wake up with no foot, no ankle, no leg, possibly up to my knee. I was full of morphine, plenty of pain meds and that. So I slept a lot, and I didn't give it a lot of thought. Took me into surgery that night, and he cut the whole sole out of my foot. Pretty much the whole bottom of my foot, about a ½ inch to 3/4 inches deep. Veins and tendons and stuff were hanging out everywhere. I mean, it was a mess. When I woke up, they had a wound pump on it. We didn't know if we were out of the woods yet, but he was trying desperately to save my foot. I still wasn't really associating my diabetes with what was going on. A couple days later, it was explained to me why this was happening, what happened, how diabetes played a part in it, and everything else. I'm a lucky man. I stayed in that hospital for about a week, and it started to heal. Started to heal. I then went into a nursing home for almost 3 months, and pretty much laid there, flat on my back, with a wound pump on my foot, trying to get this thing to heal. I'm still not taking the diabetic thing too serious. Not giving it a whole lot of thought. Don't know why. This nursing home taught me one thing, and that's that I will never put anybody that I love in a nursing home, but that's a story for another time. Wonder I didn't catch something else and just die. But long story short, I'm going to try to get to the end of this. After that 3 months in there, this thing had healed up pretty decent. Remember, we're talking about the sole of my foot, a wound right about that big that got down to, oh, probably about this big. Say an inch long by a quarter inch wide. So they put a little skin graft on it. You know that thing's still not 100% healed. It's trying real hard. It's getting there. But the main thing is this. A light went off in my head. And all of a sudden I thought to myself, oh my God. Oh my God. Diabetes. If I don't do something about this and do something about it and get it under control right now, I am going to, at the very least, lose limbs, probably die a young man. Younger man, not that young. And I'll tell you what I did. I got on a regimen of checking my sugar like I was supposed to be doing, taking my insulin. Now I'm on insulin the way that I was supposed to do it. And I'm doing a whole lot better, and I'm feeling a whole lot better. And it's really not that difficult, and it's not that hard. Folks, I've seen people die because they didn't want to stick themselves. It's not that difficult. You know what? And they're men. Big men, grown men. For some reason, we don't like needles. I don't like them. But you know what? I'm doing it because I have to. Because I want to live. Because I do have grandchildren. And children that still need me. And people who care are people that love me. So if you got diabetes or you know somebody that's got diabetes, share this with them. I was going to put some pictures up there, but you know what? There's plenty of pictures on YouTube about diabetic foot ulcers. So I really don't need to. Please, whatever you do, if you've got diabetes, please get it under control. I see some of you guys on the Hangouts, different places. I see how much you weigh. I can see you're a big guy. I can see this and that, and I can only imagine that you're probably diabetic. Something wrong with the world today. You know, all the GMOs and the stuff they put in our food and all this stuff. Come on, a gallon of milk's not supposed to last 10 days. Preservatives in them make it last 10 days. That can't be good for us. All that stuff can't be good for us. I'm trying now to eat as much organic food as I can. Just because it is better for you. I know that we can't all afford to do that all the time, but it does help. But the point is, I'm 57 years old. I have no feeling in my right foot at all. Neuropathy. I have about half feeling in my left foot. 15 years ago, had I got on a regimen and took care of this diabetes, I don't believe that I'd have nearly lost my life to pneumonia a few years ago. I don't believe that I would have nearly lost my foot at Christmas time last year. It's not worth it. It really isn't worth it. I know there's problems out there. Some people have no insurance or whatever, or can't even afford their co-pays on their insulin if they could get it. But there's ways of getting it. It's another subject I might help somebody with sometime if they need help. Just ask me in a comment or whatever. If you got any questions about it, I can tell you what it is. Fortunately, I do have decent insurance to take care of it. But please, please, don't do what I did. Don't ignore it. If you're diabetic and you ignore it, it will kill you eventually. And I can't even imagine what it'd be like to be in a wheelchair because I only have one leg. Folks, I thank my God, as I believe, that I'm able to sit here today and talk to you about this subject. Sorry it took so long. Hope you liked the little start out with Kyle. He's a cute little shit. Maybe I'll have him do some more stuff sometime. God bless you. Thank you for being a friend. Please like and subscribe. And enjoy the rest of your day, night, whatever it is to you. Peace out.